Hey guys! In today's video, I'll be reviewing the top 8 best OLED TV. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to rank them based on their quality, durability, customer reviews, and more. If you want to know about the best pricing and more information, you can check the description links below. Number 8 in my list is Sony A90J 55-inch OLED TV. The A90J 4K OLED TV isn't exactly cheap, but we think the performance does justify the fairly hefty price tag. Picture quality from any source is about as good as it currently gets from any 4K screen. In every meaningful department, motion control, contrast, edge definition, detail levels, you name it, we found it incredibly impressive. And for those moments when you're reduced to watching sub-4K content, it's great at upscaling too. Using the entire surface of the screen as a speaker is still novel and effective, and backing it up with 2 conventional bass drivers means the A90J sounds fuller, more direct, and just, well, better than any alternative that doesn't feature an off-board sound system. Add in a smart new Google TV interface, the usual Sony standard of build and finish, feet that change position to accommodate a soundbar, an exclusive movie streaming service, and an authentically well-designed remote control, ignoring the inexplicable lack of UK TV catch-up services. We think that the A90J delivers the complete package. Number 7 in my list is Sony A80K Series 65-inch OLED TV. The Sony A80K is a mid-range option that delivers all the best things you expect from an OLED TV: detailed blacks and well-saturated color, 4K to 120 Hz support for gaming, and Sony's Acoustic Surface Audio Plus tech. It's a compelling high-performance, though not bank-breaking, OLED TV option. A new wide color gamut panel for the A80K combines with Sony's XR OLED Contrast Pro, XR Pro, and Cognitive Processor XR features to deliver deep blacks and detailed shadows in images, along with rich, fully saturated colors. Overall picture brightness is satisfactory, if a bit below what you'll get from the very best OLED TVs, such as the LG G2 and also the LG C2 series. Still, Sony's mid-tier OLED manages to look great, even in well-lit rooms, and it stuns in ones that are dimmed for best quality movie viewing. In our tests, we were pleasantly surprised by the Acoustic Surface Audio Plus, which has 5 actuators, 3 directly behind the screen and 2 at the sides, that vibrated to create full-range sound, accompanied by 2 subwoofers for enhanced bass. This is that rare thing, a TV that doesn't have us recommending a soundbar as a must-have. It's impressively loud and does a decent job of Dolby audio. The main competitor here will be the LG C2, and the result of the price comparison here depends on which region you're in. The 65 and 77-inch A80K sets cost slightly less than LG's mid-range C2 OLEDs at the same sizes in the US, while the 55-inch version is priced slightly higher than LG's same-size C2. In the UK, the Sony is higher priced at all sizes. Number 6 in my list is LG A2 Series Alexa-class OLED TV. LG's A2 Series TVs are the firm's cheapest OLED offerings, and while they're not quite as feature-rich as their more expensive stablemates, they still deliver a lot of TV for the money. LG's OLED panels are wonderful things with superb color and contrast, and while the panel here isn't as bright as the ones in more expensive LG TVs, it's still very good and very clear. It also has LG's Smart TV operating system, which we think is the best in the business. The A2 series is outfitted with LG's A7 Generation 5 processor, which first appeared in the company's 2023 models and provides features such as dynamic tone mapping and 5.12-channel sound-up mixing. The Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG High Dynamic Range formats are all supported by the A2 series, along with Dolby Vision IQ and HDR Gaming Interest Group. Its filmmaker mode delivers accurate color and motion settings, and also shuts off any automatic processing that would change the picture from the way a movie's director originally intended for it to be presented. Overall, the A2 series is relatively low on features compared to both LG's other OLED TVs and the best 4K TVs generally. The main differences are in gaming-related specs, such as HDMI 2.1 inputs, a 120Hz display, VRR, variable refresh rate, and all of which are available on the company's Step-Up B2 series TVs. If you don't need the gaming features, though, this is a very impressive and affordable TV. Number 5 in my list is LG G2 Series Gallery Edition OLED TV. If price isn't a concern for you and you simply want the best OLED TV you can buy at any price point, then the LG G2 OLED is the TV for you. The OLED 65 G2 uses its extra brightness to make pretty much every frame of any source you care to mention look even more sublime than it has on any LG OLED before. Although the G2 OLED shares the same gallery design name as its GX and G1 predecessors, it actually looks completely different. Gone is the dark frame and chamfered edges. It is a nifty two-layer effect where a thin black rear slab sits proud of and slightly narrower than a chunkier frontier housing the screen that's encased in a very fetching and opulent-looking silver metal coat. The quality of the G2 OLED's connections is beyond reproach. In particular, all 4 of its HDMI ports are capable of handling the maximum 48 GB piece of data supported by the HDMI 2.1 standard. This means that hardcore video gamers could simultaneously attach an Xbox Series X, 5 pounds, and cutting-edge PC graphics, rate to enjoy full-fat 4K to 120 Hz, variable refresh rates, and automatic low-latency mode switching from all of them. That, plus, you'll still have one HDMI left for adding a 4K Blu-ray player or streaming box. To anyone familiar with LG's OLED TVs over the years, the impact made by the extra brightness the heat-sink unlocks is instantly obvious. We found that the extra brightness gives colors more volume and punch, regardless of whether you're talking about a very vibrant, rich tone or a subtle, mild one. The end result is an OLED TV so supreme that it just barely misses the mark of our number 1 spot, only because its price puts it a bit far out of reach for the average TV watcher. However, should certainly invest. Number 4 in my list is Samsung 55-inch Class OLED TV. The Samsung S95B is the first QD OLED TV we tested. A new technology that combines the per-pixel lighting control and contrast that OLED is famed for, with the rich quantum dot color technology that makes Samsung's QLED TVs so coveted. The S95B is a dazzling debut for this tech, and it's not just about the next-generation screen. This TV has had the kitchen sink thrown at it with Samsung's latest AI-inspired picture processor, a massively comprehensive and redesigned Tizen-based smart system, to latest gaming features, and even, despite the ultra-slim design, a clever object tracking sound audio system. We loved all of that stuff, but the star remains the image quality, which we said offers a combination of brightness, black depth, contrast, and color that we just haven't seen before on a consumer set. It's something special. When you throw in sound that follows what's happening on screen, excellent upscaling and detail, comprehensive streaming support, and support for all the latest HDMI 2.1 gaming features, including 4K to 120 Hz and variable refresh rates, it's absolutely one of the best TVs available today. That said, it's certainly not a cheap buy, and the lack of Dolby Vision, standard on all Samsung TVs, is a shame. But with colors this good, you'll get over it. Number 3 in my list is LG C1 Series 55 OLED TV. It's not quite as good as the C2 OLED at the top because it has slightly older processing and a less bright screen. But this 2023 TV remains a fantastic purchase while stocks last because it's had huge price drops, and when it comes to features, we don't think there are any deal-breaking differences between it and newer models. The A9 Generation 4 chipset features AI processing to distinguish between objects and their backgrounds, something that's at the heart of a lot of advancements in today's TV market. while a full suite of HDMI 2.1 ports and a dedicated game optimizer menu means that gamers should find using the C1 a breeze. This means you can connect 4 devices that do 4K to 120 Hz, perfect for next generation. This is even one of very few TVs that can handle 4K 120 FPS Dolby Vision gaming from the Xbox Series X. The LG C1 isn't flawless. During our tests, we did encounter issues with the way the Generation 4 chipset upscaled faces, and the all-glass screen is perhaps too reflective during daylight hours. But these are minor concerns. As it stands, this is a huge bargain when you look at how great the image quality is and how future-proof it still is compared to the competition, even a year on. Number 2 in my list is Vizio 55-inch 4K HDR OLED TV. The latest Vizio OLED TV, officially called the H1, is a cheaper alternative to the more premium screens that LG and Sony have been producing for the past few years. For folks who don't want to spend a fortune, the Vizio OLED has most of the same key features, and it offers largely similar performance as other OLEDs for hundreds of dollars less, albeit with a less bright output that most other OLEDs surpass. In our tests, we found it coped perfectly well with most lighting conditions short of direct sunlight beaming in. As we said in our review, the Vizio offers exceptional black levels and an impressively thin chassis. The benefits of OLED are naturally present too, including exceptional contrast and wider viewing angles. The Vizio OLED is also often on sale, bringing its $1,399 price tag for the 55-inch size, down as low as $899. This is way lower than the likes of the LG C2 above. So if you want OLED on a budget, this totally delivers. Number 1 in my list is LG 42-inch C2 series OLED TV. As it stands, we feel the LG C2 OLED is the best OLED TV for the majority of people in 2023. While the LG C1 OLED from last year is still a great TV, and the LG G2 and Z2 offer elevated experiences compared to the C2, we wholly believe that the C2 offers the best performance to dollar ratio and is the TV to beat this year. Improvements for 2023 include the new Alpha A9 Generation 5 processor, which is designed to offer better object enhancement and dynamic tone mapping than its predecessor. As well as that, you're getting virtual surround sound, with the TV upscaling stereo content into 7.1 2-channel sound. While we weren't convinced by the claims of virtual surround sound, the audio performance is good for a flat-screen TV, and a number of different sound modes means you should be able to find an audio profile that suits your needs. In addition to those improvements, the C2 OLED carries forward the 4 separate HDMI 2.1 ports that it inherited from the C1 OLED, meaning it's the perfect companion for the £5 Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. The LG C2 isn't flawless, however. In our tests, we found that off-axis color saturation does diminish a bit when you move to the left or right of the screen when compared to the new QD OLED models. It's also worth noting that LG doesn't support either the IMAX Enhanced or HDR10 Plus format. There are, of course, higher resolution OLED TVs out there right now, like the LG Z2 OLED, which offers 8K resolution, and the new upgraded LG G2 OLED that has a slightly higher peak brightness. But for the price, we think this is the absolute best TV you're able to buy in 2023. Alright guys, this was our today's video. If you find this video helpful for you, then like the video, and if you come to our channel first time, then hit the subscribe button for our amazing upcoming videos. Be sure to check out the links in the description for the updated price of all products discussed in this video. Hope you have a great day and see you soon in the next video.